Good morning, afternoon, and good evening, everyone. This is combo number 2. I'm Tom Flores,
I'm Travis Baker.
and today we'll be talking about Green Room.
Yeah.
It was a surprising indie hit
Yeah. It's a great, solid thriller.
that is not getting enough attention.
And when we say indie, we're not... The stereotypes that go into indie is like really artsy-fartsy, pretentious, focused on trying to teach the audience something.
With few words, yeah.
Trying to bring about emotion. But this is just a really solid...
Film.
And in some ways, kind of character-driven too.
This is definitely character-driven. This is character-driven,
yeah.
yeah, because there's no real storyline. It's a situational film.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have situational comedy. This is a situational film, and it's a survival movie.
Yeah.
And it's not your typical, like, we're lost on an island or desert. No, it's a survival against other humans in a civilized setting because they're not that far away from the next town.
Yeah.
And it's so good, this film, because first of all, what it does, first off, the film revolves around a heavy metal punk rock band. 4 members.
Yeah, punk rock. I don't think they're heavy metal.
I think they're close. I feel like because of the mosh pit scene, I feel like they're close to heavy metal. And the guy screaming.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of rock bands anyway.
Oh,
but
it follows them, and obviously they're struggling. They're good at their job, in a sense, because they're getting gigs. They're just not getting the gigs that pay the money. And they're living off a van. They all share one phone. It's an iPhone 4. I don't think it's not even an iPhone 4S. It's just an iPhone 4. And it's one girl. The girl, her name is Sam. She's the lead guitarist. Pat is the bass player. We thought he was the guitarist, but he's the bass player.
Okay.
Then Reese is the drummer, and then Tiger's the singer.
Mm-hmm.
And what's nice about this film is it doesn't take too long for shit to hit the fan.
Yeah.
It gives, what, a 15-minute setup? Is it barely 15 minutes?
I wasn't keeping time.
But it's not even that long of a setup. It's like...
Not too long, no.
It's not. It's a quick setup. Band, they're struggling, but they're good, and people love them. And then what they do is they get an interview with a guy who's part of a radio show, morning talk show.
Yeah, like college station.
Yeah, but then they find out from him that the gig they had set up that was going to get him a good amount of money, not like a lot, but a really nice chunk, got canceled, and they got another gig that only paid $6 for each person.
And they were like, oh, well,
yeah,
might as well.
And then so he gives them another gig through his cousin. And what already is like a foreshadowing, telltale sign of like everyone's gonna die. The gig they get is at a white supremacist bar.
Yeah, it's a little shack in the middle of the woods.
And it's in the middle of the woods, in the mountain area.
Backwoods.
Yeah, and this is Oregon, but it's still the backwoods.
Yeah, this is not like someplace in the deep south, like where you expect
the Appalachian Mountains.
This is in Oregon.
Yeah, so that's an interesting little side thing about where it was placed.
So you're not hearing over the top, southern accented rednecks or anything.
Yeah. And so they get a gig, and what's funny, here's the funny part about the band. They ask a guy, like, wait, white supremacists, like, what are they, book burners? Like, well, they're right-wing, little left, but not affiliated.
What was the word he said for left? It was like...
they're left, but not affiliated. That's what he said. They're like, they're left.
Liturgical left or something.
Yeah.
Well, he said an interesting word, and I didn't catch what the word was.
But it was basically like, oh, they're still neo-Nazis, white supremacists. And they're like, yeah, we'll take the gig.
I mean... What else do we have to live for at this point?
Oh, gosh. And when they get there, what's interesting, here's the interesting part about the movie, which I think makes it phenomenal, is all of the white power, the white hate, takes a backseat.
Yes.
You don't hear it. You barely see it. You just notice it in the background.
All you see is like bumper stickers,
tattoos,
graffiti, and tattoos. That's all you need to know.
And one Confederate flag.
And one Confederate flag, yes. That's all you need to know.
That's all you see, and that's all you get. And it's
for who these people are.
And what's interesting, and right when they get there, the character Gabe, and we'll get really deep with Gabe, his character. When he comes in, he's basically like the I'd say the manager, like the production man, like the stage manager.
Yeah.
He knows what lineups are coming in, which acts are coming in and out and all that, what's happening on the stage. And right from the get-go, And Reese, the character Reese, even says it. He's played by Joe Cole, and he says, "Wow, they run a tight ship." And it's like, yeah, even if they're racist assholes, these people run. They're running a business.
They got a business to run.
Yeah, and it was cool because it showed just a group of people, even though they're assholes. They're running a tight ship, and we're here to make money and make business. We're gonna help you. Help us out. We'll help you out. Then you're going home because we didn't get room for the next person. Mm-hmm. They have fire safety codes that they abide by religiously.
Yes,
that was hilarious.
I love that touch. It's like no one stand in the middle of the hallway. Darcy gets very anal about fire safety codes,
and they're all like, "What the fuck's going on here?" and then what's nice is like it's not a good looking bar. It's a little rundown, but
it's a little rundown.
It does the job.
Yeah.
And what happens from the first start? This isn't what makes things go south, but to me, what makes me think like you guys deserve just to get beaten up, not killed and massacred.
Oh,
but beaten
with their
up.
first song.
The first song
Nazi
of the band.
punks fuck off.
Yeah, that's their first song, and it's like
they do it as like a joke.
But that's playing with fire. That's just asking to get because even the audience is like "fuck you guys" and like cussing at him, spitting at him. It's like you deserve to get your asses kicked, and I'm literally
Then they play the next song. They play the second song, and then they start getting into it. And they start moshing.
That was That was, I think, the only artistic.
You mean? Yeah.
Artistic thing of the whole film was the way they captured a mosh pit. I think that was the only artistic thing about this movie. Was the cinematography for the mosh pit, because it was no sound, just people thrashing about, and I think that was great.
It was something, I don't know, it was just almost something, because it was slow motion too, and there's something a little sensual about it. It's just like everyone just...
It made it showed a mosh pit in a better light than what most people think, I think. I think that's what they did. And so
something more positive and soulful and spiritual. Something about the way that was shot.
It's showing like it's another way people get lost in the music, and it should be acceptable and not frowned upon. And stereo and
that's a good point.
Yeah. And then after that, that's when things go south.
Yeah, because that phone you mentioned, you got to pay attention to the material details of this movie.
Everything comes full circle. Every single thing about this movie gets its own little story, basically. It comes full circle. Yeah,
everything goes full circle.
Everything carries weight.
And the movie wraps up. It's amazing how much the movie wraps up essentially in a nice bow. Not a bow that's too tight, in which there's like an extended epilogue that you don't need, but just a nice little bow. You get all the information you need to know. Nothing's left.
Now, what you're saying about the phone, that's where it goes down.
Phone. This is Sam, right? The girl.
She's the one who runs the phone bill.
And of course, I recognize the actress. What's her name? Alia Shawkat.
I think you say her last name is Shawkat. Yeah, she was in Whip It. She was the supporting. She was Ellen Page's character's friend.
Yeah, I recognize her from Arrested Development.
Yeah, that's
she
what
was
maybe. And she was good in this movie.
Yeah. Oh, she was great.
She was the mother figure. She was the parent.
Yeah. First of all, I like how she was the one girl in the band, but they didn't make her like the lead singer or anything.
No, she's the lead guitarist.
Usually the stereotype in bands, like your one girl is the singer, but no, she's the lead guitarist. So I appreciated that.
Oh, and just going quickly because you said the band, I liked the band's setup. Like the bass player was the thinker.
Yeah, that's Anton Yelchin, right?
Yeah. Pat, the bass player.
The main character.
The bass player is basically where the music comes from, the soul. Yeah. The drummer Reese. He has all the demons, and he's a loose cannon, hothead. He would just beat the crap out of anyone, and he's just bipolar.
Yeah, he's very much.
And then the lead singer, kind of in the sense of the way that people describe Paul McCartney, he's just having fun. He's not taking this super seriously. He's not going like it's all about the music and he's like, I'm just having fun on stage.
He's not.
He's hamming it up, and especially with the comment he made after they sing the Nazi punks fuck off. He's like, "Thanks, that was a cover." He's like, he's having fun with the audience. He's a showman. He is the actual showman in the band. He just has fun.
He's the showman. He's not the leader though. He's not the brains behind the band.
No.
So yeah,
that's why I like the chemistry and the setup of each person because when you not only as them as individual characters, but when as a whole as a band, in a band you do have a stereotypes for each band member when they're a band together. Usually they think the drummer's the dumb one.
An archetype, I think.
An archetype. And I like how the bass player is their their soul, where the music comes from, the life and everything. The only girl is the mother figure. The singer is the showman, the entertainer, and the drummer is the one who's just definitely he's just something in the head's gone wrong.
Something else, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so continuing with the phone.
Okay, yeah. Finally, we get back to the phone.
Yeah.
Sam's like, "Oh, I forgot the phone." Goes inside the room and opens the door, and
Pat, yeah.
And there's a dead body on the floor with I guess it's the next band.
Mm-hmm. And then there's a knife buried in her skull completely.
Yeah, it's a dead body, and that sets everything off because now they've seen a body. They know murder took place. I like how which one is it? Gabe.
Mm-hmm.
Gabe says, "Why didn't you lock the door?"
Oh yeah, he looks at everyone. He looks at the guy who's guarding the door, Big Justin. He's like, "Why didn't you lock the door?" And he's like, "Well, I couldn't lock it. You lock it from inside." Well, why didn't they lock the door?
Yeah. So there's a little detail there that hints at how things are supposed to be done at this place.
They run a tight ship.
Mm-hmm.
And it really, everything they say and do, like we said, material-wise, carries weight.
Yeah.
And that's what's nice about this film. But yeah, so the whole band gets rushed by gunpoint into the green room, which that's where the title comes from, because everything takes place in the green room.
It didn't look that green, but
they never are really green. It's just where the entertainers wait before they go on stage. But that's where the title of the movie comes from, and that's where most of the movie takes place, and that's where it goes crazy. That's where things go south quick. Someone tries to call the cops.
And
Pat calls the cops.
It doesn't get violent quick.
No, it just goes south quick.
It goes south quick in that, you all gotta stay in the room. Well, when are you gonna let us go? Are you gonna let? It's like, why are you holding us captive? Like, we're not holding you hostage. You're just staying. That was
great. We're not holding you. You're just staying.
You're just staying because they wanted to, especially since one of them, which one of them gets a hold of the phone and starts calling? This Pat gets a hold of the phone. This is Anton Yelchin's character.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Anton Yelchin is Chekhov in the new Star Trek movies.
Could have seen him in something different.
Yeah, he was great in this movie.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Captain Picard is also in this movie too.
That was great, yeah.
But we'll get to him soon. Anyway, Pat's on the phone and he starts calling the police and reports a stabbing. Doesn't get to the location until he's forced to hang up because it's all someone grabs a hold of the phone.
Big Justin, the guy.
Big Justin, the big guy, the bouncer at the door.
Yeah, he grabs his phone.
Gets a little phone, so they run this very meticulous plan. They had a contingency plan set up for this. So they take his phone, they call the police back, say, "Oh yeah, we'd like to report a stabbing," and they're not reporting the stabbing on the body. They have two of their own. Two skinheads of their own.
Yeah,
one of them stabs the other. Doesn't kill him, but just stabs the other. And they say, "Oh, we had a bit of a fight," and that's the stabbing that they report.
And he even's "I need $600," because he goes talks to another character named Clark, who I feel like he's the money guy. He's ones who controls more of the finances.
Yeah.
And Gabe goes to Clark, and he's like, "I need $600." He's like, "And a true believer. And you're gonna need 2." And that's where those 2 boys, the one who stabs the other, the cops take him away. And it was nice. He's like, actually, wait. He gives him the $600, and he's like, "Wait, give me the money just in case they take it, because they're going to take it from you, and you'll get double if you do jail time." And it's their contingency plan. They have
They've planned this out. Yeah.
And what's nice about it, it doesn't show a white supremacist gang trying to kill this rock band and get rid of the evidence. It shows a charter.
Yeah.
Trying to protect themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's great, because it literally, the white hate takes such a back seat that you don't even see it. You don't even really realize it.
None of them really, yeah.
There's only one N-word dropped one time. And it's to describe heroin, not a group of people. This heroin.
Yeah.
That's how well this movie is, and you really need to see it because
they don't take the time to go any racist tirades "I believe we're the master race because such and such reasons." There's no moment for that kind of bullshit.
It's a charter trying to cover their ass.
Yeah. And
that's where Darcy, played by Sir Patrick Stewart, comes in, because that's his place. He's the leader, and he's so calm, controlled, collective. He's intelligent. He's tactical.
He doesn't have, and you would think it's Patrick Stewart. Oh, he's gonna have a powerful monologue moment. He doesn't. He's just very much down to business. All right, what's the situation? Give me the specifics. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this, this, this. All right, that plan didn't work. That's okay. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna.
He's
call
10
someone.
steps ahead.
Yeah,
and what he even says a line because when he's talking to the band that's locked inside, because they now take Big Justin hostage after they get the gun because Reese just goes off the handle.
the drummer goes off the handle.
The drummer. He says to him, he's like, "Look, what you did or saw is none of my concern anymore. All I want to do is get you out of here. It's not going to end well." Like, you just straight, he's like, "I don't give a damn what you did or saw. I don't care if you didn't kill her.
Mm-hmm.
It's what you saw. I can't control you because you're not a part of my gang, of my charter. We're going to get you out of here. It's just not going to end well how we get you out of here." And he already had it set up, and he's such a tactical person that you can see.
You think they were gonna kill him?
Oh, from the get-go, they're going to, because of what Gabe says, like, we're not holding you, you're just staying. Like, you're never leaving.
Yeah.
And it was perfect, and because it was such a big thing, and then how the plot keeps folding up more and more, because one of the girls from the other band, Sam, that was her friend who got killed, and she knows so much what's going on, and she's considered a traitor in their groups. And then another character we get introduced to, played by Mark Webber, Daniel, he's also a traitor, and we don't notice that till later. It is character driven, just so much unfolds, but such a nice pace. And the way one character I think was the best, and I wish we had more of, was the character Clark. He was the one with the dogs. He was the one who's, like I said, he's probably the accountant.
They bring in some attack pit bulls.
Yeah, 3. Was it 3 or 2? I think it was about 3.
I think it was 3. They used one first, but then they used the other 2 afterwards.
And it was just like he had such a love for his dogs that, like I said, like it also hit again, and like the white supremacy just gets stripped away, and you just see a man really caring for his dogs, even though he's trained them to kill. He has a heart and soul, and this was really great about the film, that they told the audience, us, that these are racist guys. These are guys who just think white only. That's it, pure blood. That's white blood. But you were told that, but we don't really see that.
No, it tells you that because it's a detail you need to know that defines the gang on the surface, but
that's all it does.
That's all you need to know. Like, why are these guys a gang? Oh, they're a white supremacist gang. Okay. I already know these guys are bad people.
But that's what it's just above the surface mustard shit. It's nothing deep. There's no deepness to the racism. It's just an article of clothing.
Yeah. See, if they were like an outlaw biker gang, like the Sons of Anarchy or something like that. I'm making a lot of Sons of Anarchy comparisons now because we're talking about like a charter. Yeah. It would have been a little more ambiguous because what's the purpose? I mean, even Sons of Anarchy went into that a bit. What was the purpose of the Sons of Anarchy and how that got lost? But, okay, their purpose is white hate, white supremacy, all of that. Okay, that's all I need to know. And then, I don't need to know what their purpose... That's all.
Because it also shows, like, they know they're white hate, but I actually do run a successful bar. I mean, it's kind of successful. It's not like a hit.
Yeah.
But it brings me money and a living. And, yeah, I do sell heroin on the side, but this bar is actually my livelihood, and I'm going to do whatever it takes. It's like a man running his restaurant.
Yeah.
I'm going to do whatever it takes, and if something goes south, I'm protecting myself, not because of the law, but because this is my place of business you entered. I don't care if you're a bad person or a good one. He probably doesn't even care if they were another charter of a white supremacist. Yeah. It's his bar.
It's his bar, yeah.
And that's what's great about this film. It's that it really focuses on just a group of people, the band members trying to survive.
Yeah.
And then the charter trying to cover its tracks and protect itself. It's their brotherhood.
Yeah. Where do we go from here? Are we going to talk about when it gets really violent?
Here's the thing. It's a gory movie. It's a no holds bar movie with its violence. You see a wrist dangling by a thread, basically.
Oh God!
You see it being held together by duct tape. The dogs go for the jugular.
Yeah.
A shotgun is shotgun to the face. It's bloody. It's bloody, and it matches the atmosphere, but also too survival is gory and bloody and raw and brutal.
It doesn't feel exploitive of the blood and gore like, say, The Walking Dead is.
It's
or
not
Game
excessive.
Of Thrones. It's not excessive for the sake of, oh, look what we can do.
It fits its environment.
Yeah.
Because it's, first of all, both sides are on edge and are desperate in a sense, but it's still it's not that gory. I mean, we get steady shots of the gore, but it doesn't seem so excessive and just violence for violence. It's violence with a purpose.
Yeah.
Especially like when the dogs get hurt, or when like I said, the shotgun to the face, or when the Rottweiler kills the tiger, the lead singer, with the jugular.
I think they're all pit bulls actually.
Yeah, so I thought they were Rottweilers or something, but I think
they're
pit bulls. They're pit bulls,
yeah.
and those pit bulls were. It was the pit bulls were great because they're I mean, pit bull coming after you, anyone would freak out. But it was smart was when Pat used the microphone as like a dog whistle.
Oh,
and I was saying everyone. I mean, there was only one stupid thing said. We should all split up. That was it. That was the only stupid thing said.
And no one followed through with it.
Really,
I was kind of listening for someone to say, "No, man, that's a dumb idea."
Yeah.
But no one had time to really do anything because that's when the dog came in.
Because when the movie makes it look like they're split up, but if anything, it's just everyone's like 5 feet away from each other.
Yeah.
Like one person just stays like 10 feet back, but you still see them. One person just runs off to the left. 2 people just run off to the right. One person just gets eaten by a dog.
Yeah.
But that's the only dumb thing that was said, was we should split up. Everything else, everyone was intelligent. Like, oh, here's the microphone. I'm going to put it as a dog whistle. Oh, we found a basement underneath it that's full of heroin. Let's use it to our advantage and lure them in. Yes. Oh, there's a shotgun under the bar. Oh, all the exits are closed and covered because when one guy tried to get out, he got stabbed to death.
Yeah.
Everyone and we'll wait till everyone's out of the house. You know, everything was. Both sides were tactical.
And I like. There's even a moment where they felt like they were trapped and there's nothing they can do. So Pat's suggestion, he tells that story about when he was in paintball.
Oh yeah.
And the one guy, and I guess they were competing against a team that was full of
ex-Marines.
And a member of his team realizes they were pinned down, so the only thing they could do is just to go berserk. And he got everyone.
He killed everyone.
So his plan was that he shaved his head and and this is with the girl. What's her name?
The character's Amber. Eggman Potts, I think is how you say her name.
Okay.
She's been in some. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Amber. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Amber, like, they both like take Sharpie to their face to put on war paint, and then like
it throws them off guard. Yeah.
Throws him off guard, and I like how he's running through like one side of that heroin bunker to the other. He's just like ah! He's swinging his machete like crazy. Ah!
It was hilarious. Yeah, and then
just embraced his animal side.
And and it was cool. And I liked about his character is that because he like basically he loses his left arm because he got cut. He got his friend taped it up for him as like a makeshift brace, but it was intelligent. It was a way to stop the bleeding and keep the arm together.
Yeah,
and it worked. I mean, he's going to lose the arm, but it worked. And another thing, one thing that was great about stuff that came full circle was that the band at their interview talks about a desert island band, which is basically if you're lost on a desert island, you only had one band to choose for to listen to the rest of your life, what would it be? And they all choose it. And then when they do their final last stand push, which goes to hell because half of the band dies, they bring it up again and they change what they say.
I changed my mind.
Yeah, one guy keeps to the Misfits. The lead singer keeps to the Misfits. I forget what Sam changes it to, but I thought was funny is that the drummer, he says some like hardcore heavy metal band, and then when she's asked like, hey, last chance, seriously guys, desert island band, Prince. Just not even.
He says Prince
without even skipping a beat. The drummer says Prince. I thought that was
rest in peace.
I thought that was so funny because this movie, because the movie is serious from beginning to end, but it has a quick moment of funniness to help the audience reset. To have the audience just reset in a beat of like, okay, I can still keep watching this serious movie.
At the same time, it's also reminding you that these are human characters and they're all about to die.
And at the end, it was hilarious because Pat's character has a problem. He doesn't know his desert island band. At the very end, he's like, I realize what my desert island band is. Tell it to someone who gives a shit. And I thought that was hilarious. That was so funny.
That was how the movie ended.
And it was perfect. Like that's
a great ending.
That was one of the greatest
endings.
Because it was the bow. And what was another nice towards the end moment was because one of the dogs gets euthanized and basically like an hour left to live. And through the chaos, the dog gets loose, and he makes his way back to his owner, who's laying dead on the ground after being shot, and he dies with him. And what was interesting is because the owner first said, "Hey, you can keep using this dog for one more hour. He has an hour to live, but all I want is for him to be able to die in my arms. That's all I request as a personal favor." Yet that but in the end, he dies in a sense in the dog's arms because he's dead, but the dog's alive. And I thought it came full circle.
Yeah.
And that's what's great about this movie is like you don't have to pay attention to detail because wait, you'll get lost. You want to pay attention so at the end you can enjoy it. Because you'll get a present. Basically.
You'll pay attention the second time you watch it, though.
Yeah, you'll pay attention more. But if you pay attention from the get-go, from your first showing, it's a present in the end. You'll get such a gift.
Yeah,
and it's quick. It's such a quick movie. It feels long. It honestly felt a little long, but it's really quick in time frame.
What didn't we look at our watches and figure out it was shorter?
I think it's not even 90 minutes. Not even it's a little over 80.
Yeah, we realized it was shorter than Captain America.
It's so short. It's so short, but it feels long, and so that's what's kind of nice about it. So you're watching a long movie, but you don't lose a chunk of time. It's not like watching Gone with the Wind. You didn't watch this great epic, but 4 hours of your day are gone by. And barely an hour and a half's gone, but you got almost like 2 hours worth.
It's very tight. It's tight like what you said, the bar. The white supremacists run a tight ship, just like how
the script is airtight. There's no plot holes.
Yeah, there's no plot holes at all.
There's nothing. There's no plot holes or something or nitpicks. It's such an airtight script because it's just a simple survival movie. It's just everyone dies at the end kind of thing. That's it. We're done. And it works, and it's just you just see how it ends, kind of thing, and how these people work together in the community, through themselves, how the bar runs, how Patrick Stewart's character Darcy has such almost a powerful, not hold, but a powerful presence amongst everyone because everyone respects him and knows not to mess with him.
Oh, it's Darcy. Oh,
yeah, and it's great and how he's in that one moment he has on stage, he just talks, he just says it straight. But then he has a little fun with them, and he's like, the first, on Sunday, all the drinks are free for an hour. Hell, make it 2 hours free drinks.
Oh, make it 2 hours, yeah.
And he knows how, like a great speaker, and probably because they're white supremacists, he obviously, for this character, Adolf Hitler is a role model for him.
Yeah.
He followed his way of speaking to a crowd, how to captivate and hold a crowd, but instead of with just shouting and anger, calm, relax, I can control you with just my words. And I think that was cool because they're white supremacists. Obviously, they look up to Hitler. But Darcy, being so intelligent, he took Hitler's speaking methods in a different way. No shouting.
I never thought of it that way.
I think since we're going into it more of it, it's because it just shows how intelligent and how human these characters. Humans think so much in different ways. This character is so smart and intelligent. He knew how to run a charter, regardless of what it stood for.
And I think because these characters are so human, there's a lot of moments in this film where you think... Because the thing about this kind of thriller, this is the kind of premise you see in a lot of horror movies. And a lot of horror movies have been made fun of to death because characters tend to make really stupid decisions in order for the scary stuff to happen.
Yeah.
No one makes a dumb decision. Every single decision that gets made is... I mean, maybe it's not 100% the smartest decision.
Yeah, but it's one you make in the moment for survival that has a better chance of working. The best chance of working. Sorry.
You watch it, you think, I probably would have done that. I probably would have done what he did. I mean, that whole thing where he's swinging the machete and just going nuts was, I would probably do that too.
And there's some moments where wow, I didn't think about it. Like the tape, I didn't think about that. That was awesome. The way we had...
I would have thought at least to put it in a splint, but that's because I'm in the Boy Scouts of America and I took first aid.
The way Reese had him in an arm lock to break his arm, I didn't think of that. And then when he's switching off guns and hey, get in the position, I'm like, what do you mean? Oh, wow, you are smart. I did not think of that. He broke his arm. And then another thing when he's choking the guy out and everyone's like, how do you know he's knocked out? Because it didn't work that one time. And the girl just cuts him open. That's how you find out. I'm like this. I didn't think of that. It's smart. I didn't think of that, but okay, yeah, you know.
I would have thought it's like I'm looking at the blade. I'm thinking, dude, guys, just kill him. If you don't want to get him, just kill him.
She literally, she basically eviscerated him.
Yeah, just gutted him.
And she was really smart because she would look at the little vent at the bottom to see if Darcy was actually by himself talking to Aunt.
And he
Pat.
wasn't.
No, and then she hid under the couch perfectly. And at the beginning, she was saying like, "Just kill him. I'm telling you guys, keep the gun, kill him. We need to go." She knew that it was going to end badly because she was at that moment still in a sense part of the charter.
Yeah.
So
Jeremy Saulnier, is that his name?
I think that's how you pronounce his last name. He was the writer director, and he did a phenomenal, fantastic job. And it showed once again the best movies don't need multiple sets, multiple locations.
Very confined.
The best movies with the greatest dialogue. You just need one set, one location.
If anything, it's a lot like
Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, but I was also thinking of one we watched more recently, which was 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah, it's like 10 Cloverfield Lane too.
It's a lot like that in that respect.
You just need one location, one set, done.
Yeah.
And then the writing is obviously hard because you're confined to one place in a sense, I can see. Mm-hmm. But through that though, you have an opportunity to do so much because you're just in one setting the entire time.
It's almost like he started out it's like basic premise, people in a bar, or people trapped in one place. Why are they trapped there? Because they were playing, there was a band, it's a bar, and they were playing at the bar, and he probably started, I can almost imagine this as like starting as a simple premise, and then, I don't know, making postcards on a cork board, and trying to...
just thinking of like, maybe this could work out, like, let's make the charter white supremacists. Let's just try that out. And
then trying to make sure that every single element pays off.
And it did. Like, nothing was left behind. Everything paid off. Everything came full circle. Everything had weight. Mm-hmm. He even showed what happened to the band that killed the girl, what happened to them later on. He even showed what happened to the interviewer. And then you hear in the background towards the end his talk show. Mm-hmm. And it was like, oh my gosh, it's like, it made the film, like I said, that you want to pay attention, not because so you don't miss something. You want to pay attention so you get a gift at the very end.
Yeah.
And you
get the full circle.
Yeah.
You get the full circle. It's such a well-crafted film.
Mm-hmm. It's not getting enough attention right now.
No.
It's definitely already underrated, and it's going to be for the rest of its existence.
Yeah.
And this is the movie that honestly needs to be nominated. It's so good.
Yeah.
I'm not saying when, just nominated, because that's how much this film needs to be recognized.
It needs to get some awards recognition. It's not going to get recognition at the Oscars because it's starring a bunch of young people.
And definitely overall, I don't think its acting should be nominated, because I think that
maybe not its acting,
but
definitely
it's screenwriting,
its script and its direction
and its overall movie presentation.
Yeah.
Those three, not more of the technical. Not saying the acting is bad. The acting is great, but it's not the Oscar-worthy. Oh my gosh, groundbreaking acting. It's just the acting that's just great acting. Yeah. And it's just the directing, the film, and the screenplay.
In a perfect world, it should be nominated for Best Picture, just being a really solid.
Oh yeah, because it's because there's just no plot holes,
no holes anywhere.
Nothing. Yeah, it's just that this film is already underrated. It's not getting enough recognition. This is worth a $20 ticket.
Yeah.
I would pay $20 to see this again, and I only pay $10.
I honestly would not mind getting this on Blu-ray.
Oh gosh, it doesn't even need to be on Blu-ray, but I would still buy it on Blu-ray.
I would still buy it on Blu-ray
because it's so good. It's.
I can watch it because I would like to see this movie again and see the
how,
little. All right, I'm taking a note of that. I'm taking a note of that. I'm taking a note of that, and now I know how it's all going to pay off.
And because when we saw it in theaters, there was a total barely 10 people in the theater, and it should have been a full house.
Was it really 10 people?
Barely.
I thought it was less than that.
Yeah. This is the type of movie, and because there are a lot of movies that don't get enough recognition. This is the type of movie that deserves the 200-seat packed house.
Yeah.
Full, sold out, and this is what it deserves because of how great of a movie it is. And yeah, it's gonna keep being talked about, and hopefully it hits some kind of cult status or something recognition later on, because it just needs to be like replayed, reshown on TV, talked about, another screening in film, people saying like, hey, did you see that movie? And saying the lines from it as like, a pop culture reference.
Yeah. And I'd like to see Jeremy Saulnier, hopefully this could get him more work. I think this is his second film. This is the second...
Third. Because he
Third?
did, it's Blues.
Oh yeah, he did some sort of like B-movie film as like his first, and then he did a film called Blue Ruin, which I hear was pretty good.
And that's actually the same guy who plays Gabe is in that too. He's leading that.
Oh,
yeah, it's really
He's
cool. It's really cool.
movie.
Yeah, I hope this definitely like. And I remember in an interview he said like, I did this movie now because I knew later on I couldn't. I knew I had enough like being an unknown actor in a sense to do this film and get away with it, because I knew if I grew and got a bigger name, I couldn't. So that's why he did it now. So hopefully when he becomes a bigger name director, which from this alone, like give this man our money and give him a $200 million budget. Because he could.
I don't think he needs that. I think he can make it way more efficient.
But that's what he deserves. Like, give him a $200 million budget, and he will give you he'll give you a movie that'll win like 11 Oscars.
Here's the thing, though. Do we want him to work in the studio system as it is now? Because I don't think he'll get to make a movie as solid as this. He'll have to a TV show.
Oh gosh, he could do a TV show.
I could see this being a TV show. Not this movie being a TV show. I could see him doing a TV show.
I know what you're getting at. I mean, just so he's able to hire and pay for big actors. Because look what he did with these actors. Imagine what he can do with the big ones. I mean, he had two big ones, Patrick Stewart and Antoine. But think of what he could do with like
big enough,
really big, like bigger actors. Like he could, like what he could do with 15 A-listers that you have to pay $35 million each.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. So then he could, because then it would be just I'd shit my pants and be like, take my money, take everything I own.
Yeah.
Yeah. So overall, great film. We highly recommend this. Go see this. You will earn every single cent you pay for this film is gonna get like just is worth it.
Yeah. Green Room is great.
Yeah.
Definitely check it out.
So that wraps up again for this episode. Thanks for joining us here on Combo Number 2. I'm Tom Flores.
I'm Travis Baker. Catch me on YouTube, Musical Note XTR.
And really go see this movie.
Definitely.
You're not gonna. You won't be disappointed. And if this is the one movie you see this year, I really recommend this. Especially out of all the great movies that have come out and are coming out. See if this is the one movie if this is one movie you see this year, just do it for this one, because you will not be disappointed.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good day. Catch you later.
Bye.